Welcome back, everybody, to Reshuffle Madness, brought to you by WePlay and ES.bet. It is NaVi versus ferzee, Game 3. We just had a pretty exciting Game 2 if you missed it. And we're heading to a Game 3. Game 2 went to what, 66 minutes, something like that?
It was like 69.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was a long game that I thought NaVi was going to lose.
Yes, I thought they were going to lose much earlier, though. I thought
Yeah.
at like 15 minutes that it was a super stomp. There was no way they were coming back, but they eventually hit 6, crystallize, just found kills. He didn't just like accept his fate of AFK jungling and helping his team. He was like, I'm carrying this game, actually, as a regular carry, and he did a good job.
Yeah.
It's good.
We head into the draft for Game 3. We've got NaVi heading back to what they lost with in Game 1. First pick, Chen.
Yes. Is that the first pick, too? Yeah, it was. Okay. And then an Ogre Lina reaction. I know Ogre's been pretty popular with some teams. Kind of curious to see how the playstyle differs. Are they still maxing Fire Blast first? Have you seen that often? I feel like the skill build has changed a bit. They're like maxing Fire Blast by 7, I think. So that actually does damage. I don't know. We'll see if it happens. But Chen, lane pressure, transitions, potential sendbacks if needed. And yeah, lots of summons can split push, I guess, is another really good benefit.
Yeah.
But I don't always, I feel like personally I can't always see full Chen benefit myself. So it feels like, it's starting to feel Centaur-like in some ways to me. It's like, I know the value's there, but it's hard to see it sometimes because his late game can be so bad in the wrong circumstances. So
it feels like what he does is kind of limited. He does it well, but he doesn't do a whole lot of other things, right? He like
Kind of,
wins
yeah.
you early game, and he's got this like kind of snowball mechanic where he uses creeps, push towers, and he's got this this heal from his ultimate. But then like, all right, it's 25 minutes. You haven't won the game. Like, what are you doing for me lately?
You just hope that they don't have cores that are good enough at snowball killing you, kind of like
Yeah.
solo. With that said, though, I think Chen is gonna be able to do way more in the laning stage than Prophet will. Prophet could do some stuff at like level 1, but after the first like minute, Chen is surely better if under leveled. So he's definitely gonna be able to stabilize a lot more for his PL if needed. Interesting ban so far. Magnus, kind of a weird one to me. Not sure what that's about. Maybe Magnus plus Ogre, they're thinking like if they grab some melee core that they'd be just stupid strong with
Yeah.
Empower and Bloodlust, perhaps.
And power against the Phantom Lancer, right?
Oh yeah,
Give you
yeah.
sort of,
Absolutely.
like,
Good point. Yeah. Make them buy the Battle Fury, basically.
Yeah.
Which puts them behind a lot. Makes a lot of sense.
Whoa!
A Tide, okay. Less common these days, for sure. Definitely potentially good against PL. Kraken Shell will give him plenty of survivability, but can you leverage Ravage in the right way?
He also doesn't care that much about Chen, right? In laning phase, because both
Okay.
Kraken Shell and Anchor Smash are like kind of good versus creeps running at you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's satyrs. Unless 3 satyrs run at you and nuke you,
That's a good point.
then you're sad.
It's too much damage. Definitely kind of interesting, though. Maybe a Tide Ogre? Is that crazy? I feel like that'd be an okay dual lane. Maybe too tanky. You don't want too much tank in one lane. That's a bad idea.
Oh
flexible.
no, we've got too much HP. I think it's more likely Ogre is gonna be your safe lane support because
Yeah.
he's like a really good frontliner and bully in that regard.
Yeah, that's kind of what you need for your safe lane. You can't put anything squishy there because it's like they have more movement options than you, I feel like. So if you pick a squishy safe laner, they're just going to outmaneuver you. And if you pick just something tanky like Ogre, then you can actually battle back against that with just raw HP and regen and good trading.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
I would
what you
like
have to do.
I would like a support that is ranged and right clicks like a good amount, so you could take advantage of. I think Gush is actually very powerful.
Yeah.
Really early on, even level 1. I think it's quite strong. Hell, I would even be down for Lina support against that. Like as a 4-position Lina in the Tidehunter lane. The slow allows you to land your LSA. You right click a lot, typically.
Not that much early is part of the issue. I mean, it's partially skill build. I don't know if I played support laning that I did awful in the laning stage, but like once I got to like mid and late game, it actually felt really fun. But laning wise, I'm like, oh, I have to get Dragon Slave level 2, right? So I can get Dragon Slave level 3. But then afterwards, I'm thinking like maybe I should have just gone Fiery Soul because it's not like I'm gonna cast level 1 Dragon Slave at level 2, you know? Whereas if I had my passive, then at least I'd have like 40 more attack speed, and then I could attack like an extra time or 2 every time I stun somebody. Maybe 3 times more. Maybe that would have been better. I'm not sure. But I could see in that kind of a way that Gush as a combo would actually be pretty damn good. Because then Lina would be spending like what is it, like 80 mana or something every time they do a Gush combo and attacking like 5 times. Sounds like potentially good. But I definitely want Lina support against PL. That sounds actually awful. That's a core Lina, unless you want to lose the game. And even against Tree, it's kind of scary because if you have Res Vision, it's going to set up a kill and you're too squishy.
Yeah, Tree makes it real hard for your support.
How come Tree's thighs are so mighty? What's up with that?
I think it's because it's like shin guards.
Oh, he looks like a hockey player, actually.
Yeah. It's just like this big plate.
Definitely right. What is actual legs behind those shin guards?
That's a good question.
Little shitty twig legs or something.
Tree, turn around for us.
Show us that ass.
Check out that booty. That wooden plank of a booty you got going on there. Don't ever tell a woman she's got that, Kevin. It doesn't go well. Zeus is going to be your
a plank, and Ricky was there.
Zeus is going to be your 4th pickup against the Necrophos. I like that. I'm down.
Yeah.
Diggity down.
It helps offset the fact that they have a Chen, that they have like 2 basically high damage heroes. I mean, I guess having a Tree kind of slightly offsets that as well, but so much damage control. Like, I feel like Overgrowth plus Zeus, amazing for Zeus. He's like, dude, I got like 4 seconds to do whatever the hell I want, and nobody's going to kill me, unless they're already on top of me, and then I'm dead anyways. But it's like 2 high damage dealers. PL's going to get in there and make everything messy, and Zeus is just going to be able to follow up damage, basically.
Even just the Aghanim Scepter with Bonk from the Train Protector, when they play like 25, 30 minutes, and like Trees usually spend like all their time in a side lane just kind of pushing out and waiting for someone to isolate themselves. Then all of a sudden you've got the Nimbus Cloud to follow that up. Bat Rider is going to be your other combo hero with the Zeus Nimbus.
This draft looks pretty cool to me. It feels like all the heroes come together to make like a kind of a cool team. But maybe it's a little. I would say the weakness is that if Zeus dies, it feels like the fight's over. NaVi just doesn't have enough damage probably. But and potentially if like Tide Blink ravages and catches like a support and a Zeus, the fight's for sure over. Especially if Necro has mobility. But in most circumstances, I guess it feels like NaVi's lineup does really good things to me.
Bat Rider's really good versus Necrophos. I think he's one of the best counters to this hero. He just hasn't been considered a very strong hero for a while.
Isn't he lane well against Tidehunter too, kind of? Like, you can crack and shell off Napalm eventually, but potentially at that point you're mostly dead anyways.
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay. And I feel like Zeus against Tide is pretty good too, arguably. He'll probably get like a pipe or something, but I kind of like it. Just a little vulnerable, I guess, if they do get on top of the enemy team. But that's the whole purpose of Tree for Vision and Bat Rider for Lasso anyway. So they can definitely kill whoever they lasso. So definitely some good things going here, except for Tide. So we get Kraken.
So you want another, I presume you want a little bit more control or initiation, or just like, you want heroes that get on top of Zeus or get the initiation, unless you're just like going to try and counter Bat Rider's initiation.
So what's like a, I mean, is this a Slark game? It's not a Slark game, right? It's never a Slark game. Is Slark even good against Zeus?
No.
Not really, right? It's too much burst damage. It's like kind of...
And it's not a good Terrorblade game. Like, it's good versus PL, bad versus Zeus. What are the other classics? Spectre still in the pool?
I was thinking Spectre maybe, but...
Luna!
Okay, so they're just going to go for, like, we'll just kill you. What's the point that Luna falls off against PL? Is it, like, heart territory? Okay, but before that, it's fine, right?
Yep. Before that...
Unless she's, like, way ahead.
Before that, it's like Eclipse just sucks. It always sucks versus PL, but
I think it's actually a really solid Luna game. Like, the PL is a little bit of worry, but they've got a Necro for AoE wave clear. They've got Tide for AoE wave clear. They got a Lina for AoE wave clear, and the Luna's gonna have a Bloodlust, which is a fantastic combo. Like, Luna's already so fast. I guess though maybe one big worry is that she gets like lassoed or something and bursts it down, maybe, or maybe she doesn't have BKB and Zeus kills her. But I feel like it's a really solid Luna pick.
She's a Manta hero against Train Protector, which I think is always helpful. Getting rid of that overgrowth.
Even against Bat, same kind of thing. Or he blinks and pop Manta. Maybe. I like it. I don't like his mount.
Yeah,
Not
that
a big
is.
fan, but
is that supposed to be like a almost hippogriff type? Like it feels like it's got a bird face.
Why does it have a beak and teeth? That doesn't make a lot of evolutionary sense. That one's a little weird to me.
We're back in the game, everybody.
All right,
that's fine. We don't need to be in the game. It's whatever. It's just the Dota TV people who miss out.
They also
sucks to
didn't
be
have
those
audio,
people.
So they literally, it doesn't matter. If we need to know any information, we must guess. All right, Be ready, guys. We're sitting back. No spoilers. Less information. But more monkeys.
But more monkeys. It's game 3 of NaVi versus ferzee. After a very tight game 2 that went a full 70 minutes.
Stay playing Lina.
So we're going to have, yeah.
They're going to all right.
Cut down all the trees, I guess.
They countered to Treant Protector. It's like Bat Rider or Beastmaster days.
This really does screw Treant Protector. I played a Treant Protector game. Phantom Lancer immediately bought Quelling Blade, ran out to lane, and just cut down all the trees during the full minute. Okay. It was awful. Like we were on Radiant side, so that those dire trees on the left, those trees that you usually play on, they just couldn't play there. It was all gone. It was barren desert.
Did you get your Nature's Guise level 1 or something?
I think I did because we went for the bounty runes.
Okay.
We did some sort of play where I got a lot of damage on somebody.
Sounds pretty awful.
But yeah, hated life after that.
And Leech Seed is still amazing, but you're still so slow, so it'd be hard for you to get on top of people. Definitely a lot of negatives.
Yeah. So we're going to have Phantom Lancer. He's going to be in lane against the Tidehunter. That was a counter pick from ferzee. We'll see how it works out for them because this has not been the most typical pickup of this meta. Seneco's trying to go for a courier snipe right now, but seems like ferzee are wise to his maneuvers.
I actually can't see the juke pass with these trees. I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I just find it very interesting.
Yeah.
It looks like they're fully wooded in.
There's a reason why everybody was running the square trees because it was so easy to see the path.
So it is a support Lina. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that before. But yeah, it's a tri-lane. They're just trying to zone out the tree in the Bat Rider. Ogre walks over, gives a little tap on the butt, and then back to the lane.
Smart by Treant Protector to go for that creep cut.
Lina is low.
Blizzy? Okay, they're going to fire blast him, try and slow him down. King R is far enough away. He's good.
I would have liked to have looked at her a little earlier. It's okay.
Top lane. We were talking about this earlier, right? It's like Chen is not going to be able to do that much against a Tidehunter. So another reason why this pick was pretty good.
Oh, did he change his starting items? He did, right? Because he has a salve this time. Pretty sure he
that is definitely an item change.
Is he going to jail, dude?
Illegal.
Good first blood, though. Tri-lanes. Who knew they're so good?
Yeah, people just aggro tri-lanes. Now this is defensive tri-lane. Like, they're coming back.
It's like the thought is, oh, we have an offlaner that we know is going to be completely fine, which basically Tide should be against PL Chen. Worst case, you anchor smash, and they all deal way less damage. Unless they tornado you, then you're screwed. But, yeah, he just goes to lane solo. He's level 3 already, which is crazy, considering he's a solo. And then they just tri-lane the other two and just shut him down real hard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He realized from his starting items, he was like, 4 mangoes is kind of overkill. I'm not even sure if you're going to ever use 4 mangoes.
Because if he ever gets low enough to almost kill, he really needs self to get back in there, otherwise you lose ground. So,
yeah.
Really curious to see what Lina does support-wise. I assume... I want to see if she goes Fiery Soul. Probably not against a bat, I guess. Probably just better to have burst damage. It's not like you have to fight that much.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the very delayed Dota TV.
Okay.
That way I can give us information in the past.
Okay. I think that's... Oh, it's
what happened 5 minutes ago. I'll be able to let you know.
That's going to be very old. 2 points in Anchor here. He's actually taking a lot of damage. Only level 1 on Kraken, so it's fine. Against heroes, it's fine. Against creeps, it's less good for now. Once he gets a second Kraken, he's going to be completely okay, though.
Yeah. Part of the problem with the PL thing is he lances you for a good amount of damage, right? And you're anchor smashing, you're just giving him more charges for that. Chu may die here, but it looks like at the same time, Blizzy should be able to pick up the kill on Miposhka. It's going to cost him a lot of his HP, though, and in fact, he may even die here as that last couple of shots were not quite enough to give him living armor, though. LSA does land from King R, who did go for the Fiery Soul passive, as you predicted. And now, without that flight, he may still be caught. Another LSA lands from King R. Again, thanks to that Fiery Soul, right? The movement speed?
But it's not just Fiery Soul. It's the fact that he's with the Lina. or with the Luna, he's also got the plus 14 damage.
Ah, yeah.
That's what makes it good, actually. Because if you just play it by yourself, you're like, I'm attacking faster. But having 14 extra damage is a life changer in the laning stage. So very cool way to fit Lina into a draft.
You hear that, everybody? Life changing. It'll change your life.
It's so different as a support to have an extra 12, 14 damage. And she actually has pretty decent base. She had just, what, a circlet, and she was hitting for like 56 or something?
Yeah.
Luna on top of that is like, that's like mid-level damage, last hitting potential.
Now she's also going to have Bloodlust from Ogre. He picked that up, level 2. So
Not
even
bad.
more opportunities for right clicks.
Kind of curious what build should go. I enjoyed a lot going when like earn Aether Lens. Like your cast range is so long with the talent as well.
Right.
That you can just sit really far behind your allies and follow up. Had a good time with that. But maybe he'll go more standard like Yules, stuff like that. I don't know about you, but whenever there's like something that I find really interesting happening in a game, I just want to watch it all game and like theorycraft and be like, how does he play this thing that I've never seen before, you know?
Yeah.
So it's such a good time. I would have killed that troll maybe. But
I would have killed the troll too.
then he would have lost the bounty ring probably. So.
But he also missed the Hellbear smash on the on that Chen. I don't know, Sineko just keeps on going for that Tidehunter where I feel like he should actually play bottom lane.
Really?
I think he should rotate with some creeps over and get a gank on. Because these are some squishy heroes that you can kill, right?
I mean, yeah, but if you don't contest this Tidehunter and keep his HP low, he's just going to mess up your last hits for your carry. With like anchors and stuff, like he would... He's got 18 last hits now. He's like semi-zoned. And Sineko's still getting levels himself because he's like jungling cleanup stuff. I feel like it's okay myself. But.
How's Necrophos doing? He is 35-7 against the Zeus 23-3. Boy, I didn't expect Atho's just a beast Necrophos, apparently. That's what I'm learning from this series. When it comes to laning phase.
Yeah, he's very consistent. All the Necros we've seen today have done really well. Like, wow.
Slow him down a little bit more with the Ghost Shroud, and we'll be able to get the Reaper's Scythe. Not enough for the kill, but enough for King R to hit that LSA and secure that pick off in the mid laner. Meanwhile, Tidehunter being chased in deep here into the trees will be able to get away with everybody diving in, but not going to be able to punish, it looks like.
Very experienced Tide, knowing where to get out there. Tried to show both things at once, and it actually made both slightly worse, unfortunately. But I was like, why is this zooming out so far? And it made sense eventually. And he's hitting really hard here. 2 Null Talismans, Magic Wand, tons of int, lots of mana regen going for him.
Managed to get the ensnare. King R in big trouble.
Okay. Little rotation, hoping to get a kill, doesn't work out. Kind of a big loss. I mean, it's not a lot of gold, I guess, but it's like one of those moments where you feel overconfident, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's still squishy Lina. That's the hardest thing about Lina supports. Like it's always dangerous at almost all times. And but if you do play that line really well, it's amazing because you push lanes so well. You can scale. You can be effective as a burst damage healer. Wow, this looks. I feel like I haven't seen this in forever.
That is a juicy stack.
There's medium campsman. Not too many magic resistance creeps there. Some good stuff.
That being said, Neutraling gives you a lot less experience than it did like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, it's significantly. It was like 80% at the start of the game or something from what it used to be.
I was just looking at the numbers of like hard camp, like the full experience you get out of hard camps and ancient camps and stuff, and man, what I walked away from that is like the realization that lane creeps are so easy.
Yes.
There's just so much gold and so much experience.
And you don't even have to damage them. You just have to wait for your creeps to kill them, and then you get the last hit. It's like such a big difference. Not the arcane moon, no.
Sineko may pay for that arcane rune with his own life and blood.
Luna rotates over, guarantee the kill. Maybe expecting a fight. Level 8 already on Luna. Holy crap.
He's just holding on to that Eclipse point.
It's kind of interesting.
But why, though?
Increases the farming speed. He'll get more levels. Like, I could certainly see... I mean, sometimes they do, like, 3 Lucent Beams. So
but the thing is, he's always going to hold on to that one level in case he needs to level it, right? In which case, you're just holding a level... You might as well... It's not like Wraith King Reincarnation or something.
I could see it, like, maybe... After this fight, maybe.
Blizzy. He is almost dead. They're going to spot him a little bit further. He tries to juke around the trees with the stick napalm, but finally the Luna does get him. And we'll be able to get on as well. Choose not able to catch him. LSA will slow down that tree even further. And this tri-lane of Ferzee's just working out really
My thought
well
is this, like, he was approaching Mask of Madness, basically, and let's say the lane, I don't know, maybe they take the tower. Maybe shit gets hard, and he's like, time to jungle. Boom, instantly puts that into his glaives, and now he knows that, like, I can instantly pick up a lot of farm in the jungle, more so than I would if I didn't have this Vital Clips instead. So I think it's okay to hold. It's just like, as long as you're reliable in skilling it and using it correctly in the dangerous or the high intensity moment, that's probably fine.
Yeah.
And now
there's this Mask of Madness.
And now he's in pressure mode. Tide just sits in the lane. Very low cooldown on Anchor Smash. Gets almost every last hit. It's going to contest from the PL. PL literally scratching his back.
I'm just watching Slime and Dan right now dance in the office. BTS is a fun place to be.
I thought it was squatting. I thought they were just working out together.
I mean, got to get those exercises in. Apo is going to run into a Chen here. Net's up, Satyr blasted, but they are certainly not strong enough to take Apo as well as the rest of the team. And to try, he actually did get the bounty rune. He snagged it before that LSA landed. So
I wonder if they know.
I mean, they should have.
Where did the bounty go? Yeah.
Where did it go?
They just didn't have detection. That was actually really close. He just was barely close enough to a tree. That's definitely a crap your pants moment as a tree and protector. Another saved skill point.
True, true.
Did that ward look like a bounty rune to you? Oh, when his arms were in. His wings, you know. It looked like a bounty rune to me. Picks up the Ring of Health. Going to go for the fast hood. Magic damage is absolutely the big focus of some of NaVi's course, so definitely will need that on many of their heroes.
I'm not going to lie. I had no idea what you were talking about with the ward looking like a bounty rune.
Because it was like the Phoenix sword, and it was like similar colors.
Oh, okay.
And when its wings were together, it looked like a little like vertical cylinder.
I see, I see.
And then when it came back, the wings were out. It was like the animation was in a perfect moment. Ogre's like,
TP coming in. Miposhka, get that tower while Daxix is almost going to get blown apart, but he does manage to get the Chen kill first. Slow it down, though. Magical will eventually nuke him, or he'll tick out from Blizzy with that burn damage.
That's still a 6-1 and 1 Luna, though. Like, his net worth is disgustingly ahead, and he's going to farm so much faster than PL for a long time.
Yeah.
And he has Bloodlust.
And they didn't get the tower deny. Miposhka got that, right?
Did he?
I think so.
We'll never know.
We'll know in 4 minutes. We'll know in 5 minutes. I'll let you know.
Okay.
If I remember.
Look at the salving while tanking tower damage on purpose, just to push longer, just to keep his creeps alive more.
That is a smart man right there. Apo trying to commit to the mid-tier 1 tower. They're trying to put so much pressure on these towers because of the Treant Protector. They turn around, get the kill, and Seneko back to the mid-tower, which they will.
He got it.
Oh, he got the deny with the Chen creeps.
I thought they were mud golems or something at first. I was very confused.
Miposhka trying to stay ahead of Crystallize right now. Afterlife actually threw out that Anchor Smash. Cancel it. Re-throws it out, but not enough to be able to save the Ogre.
He's going to
slows down Crystallize even further.
He just needs an
try
ally.
Go for the Ravage. I mean, it's so close with Anchor Smash too, but it's not enough, you know.
Yeah, if he kept running directly to the right, I think he definitely would have gone because he just needed a little bit of damage fall from the Necro. I was actually blown away by how much he got healed from that wand when he used Ghost Shroud. That was crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's like actually at 30%, switches over, pops wand. My God, that item is kind of broken on Necro. Maybe.
I honestly can't believe that it's 75% amplification. I feel like it should just be the same as the magic damage extra you take. You know, 50%. That makes sense to me.
Is it 50 right now? Okay. Oh, look at that blocking from the catapult to get him.
Pull back. He's dead. Nice body block there from Seneko. Now they're going to go for more. The LSA misses. Doppelganger to dodge that one. Catching up to King R. Slowing him down. Treant Protector will eventually get in range as well. King R is just not fast enough. The Overgrave lands and double kill for Crystallize.
Okay. Crystallize is such a legit carry, man. Yeah. Definitely respect that guy. You can very clearly see his skill. The guy's very good game sense.
I think there was no question. Like, NaVi rosters keep failing, but you knew like Crystallize was going to stay on that team. Like, I think he's the guy that you want to build your lineup around more than anything.
So back to the Necro. You know, this recent nerfs was like more magic damage taken from his second skill. They reduced like the mana regen he was getting from Sadis for all, which made him bad, but then they buffed it back up again, and now it's like, okay, you can kill him with magic damage during Ghost Shroud, but it's like if you don't have the right heroes there, it still feels very strong sometimes. So
Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh, you're looking at
You're right. It was 40%, not 50.
Okay. 40% is still a shitload.
Yeah.
Especially if they get like a Veil or something. That's a big damage increase.
Afo slowed down some more, still has a Ghost Shroud, as well as the Hood here to be able to fall back on. So he's just trying to bait them in deeper and deeper, see if they can overextend somehow, but now the Bat Riders here actually doesn't go for the lasso, has to give up on that one. Afo gets stunned up before he gets off the Reaper's sight. Now he turns, sees Blizzy getting lower, and will be able to claim his life. Gets all that regen as well. Crystallize still going to try and go for this kill, but there's just no way. Now with the LSA landing on a Magical, he's in trouble underneath this tower. Throws out the Ravage, misses, and only hits Crystallize there. They do at least claim the Phantom Lancer's life. Daxic just all in on the Eclipse, doesn't actually hit anybody there, thinking that maybe NaVi was going to turn around for that fight. They still found Chu, though. Dropped the LSA in the perfect spot and does manage to drop a Sentry shortly thereafter.
I think the Eclipse is okay. Like, it was a lot to kill the PL, but if they didn't use it, I don't know if they were going to... It would have resulted in a waste of Ravage. Better to use both, in my opinion, than waste just one. Because you kind of need the setup to make Eclipse good anyways, and while he's stunned, can't make illusions. So, like, he was getting closer to Doppelganger. So,
yeah.
I thought it was fine. Especially because they're also winning their AK up right now. NaVi's kind of getting dumpster in the lanes. Kind of similar to what we saw every single game so far in the series. Huh. Don't get distracted by 5 minutes ago, Capcom.
That tower hasn't died yet. I'll update us on that tower. I will. Hey, he did go Aether Lens.
On who?
Yeah, on the support Lina.
Okay, yeah.
Just like you liked it.
Super expected, honestly. It's kind of like the old Lina build anyway, so if you're squishy, it's just so much better to... Like, Light Strike Array is an amazing skill if you can cast it where people don't see you casting it from. It's so good. Like, if they see you casting it, you gotta use the Euls. It's the only way.
This is the danger of being a Luna always, but actually they can't quite kill him fast enough. He's going to get a lot of damage in return, and that is going to be enough to kill the Zeus and almost bring Blizzy down as well. Now, they're going to try and hunt for him in the trees here. Blizzy playing pretty deep, though. Will be able to TP out.
Okay.
I mean, we see the problem, right? We both saw the problem of being a Luna and just like getting initiated and bursted, but we also see the problem that he's so farmed he didn't get bursted fast enough.
Yeah. If he barely survives, he's going to start life-stealing.
Yeah.
I'm also waiting for the moment for him to pop BKB. I wasn't quite sure if he'd do it there. He's probably got a little bit to go on it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be long. Actually, it looks like 5 minutes ago he's going Yasha, so maybe a rushing Manta here.
I knew it would help us in the end, Kevin.
We can make a guess.
So he goes Manta because it was the overgrowth and the lasso initiation, right? That makes sense.
Yeah, better for split pushing too, actually, in a big way. I guess that's a slight worry against Bat Rider and Tree.
And better to have like the like 10-second BKB later on in the game when you're actually trying to end the game.
Yeah, that's very true.
You go high ground.
Because even though he's dying, he's still participating in kills, so I don't think it's that big of a loss.
Thanks to Gush, and Bloodlust, and everything, they've actually got decent physical damage and minus armor. It's not amazing. It may give NaVi enough time to take a tier 1 tower in return, but that will be the first tower of the game if NaVi can even claim it.
I like how they're doing it, though. Seneco's sitting on the place where people usually teleport in. They still could get in without him seeing, I think, but maybe. But just committing to the tower.
Yeah.
Just a Bat Rider and a Chen. They don't see the Bat Rider, so they're still scared. They're not playing fully aggressive. It's a Hood Rush for PL. As a Necro solution, Eclipse solution. Good pickup. Love the blink on Necro. Definitely great this game.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to follow up on the Tidehunter's initiation and the lockdown of the Reaper side at the right moment. Make a big difference. Especially since like he can literally just Reaper sight, and if King R, especially with the Aether Lens, he could just Laguna Blade.
Yep.
Once they have that lockdown.
So it was Manta finished on the Luna, queuing up a Dragon Lance now, so it's going back slightly more towards a more standard, but I'm sure that after the Lance, I expect that we'll see BKB. Or maybe, who knows, maybe he'll grab like a Butterfly early or something to be more effective against the PL.
Yeah.
I could see something like that maybe.
Speaking of the PL, he just picked up the Diffuser Blade, which is a big upgrade for him.
Lina is going to die, is what I expect to see.
Yeah.
Did he spot that? I'm pretty sure he spotted that.
Yeah.
The tree, that is.
I think so too.
Using the power of the large mini-map to notice the enemy hero. Oh, he's going to spot the courier. He's going for it. He wants it. He's too slow. He's banging it. That's actually pretty good. Spots the courier. That tells you where the smoke is. Or the heroes with the smoke are running.
Yeah. I mean, he's still going to try and position himself to intercept that courier on the way back, which he is very close, but not quite on the money.
Click on the Luna, you piece.
It's kind of interesting they went for a 4-man smoke without the Tidehunter. You know, like normally it would be like a 4-man smoke with Luna farming during that time.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe less obvious or something like that. I'm not sure.
I think Tide's also like not really the person that NaVi want to go kill.
He also didn't have his blink dagger yet. He just bought it now. I thought he queued up mech before. Like he's just gonna go full tank, but I think the blink is just such a better idea this game.
Yeah.
So if he catches like PL without illusions or catches the Zeus, fight's over. Whereas the opposite, like a mech isn't really gonna make that much of a difference this game, I don't think. Unless it's on like a Necro that's Ghost Shrouded about to die. Thank God we got to watch this courier.
Where does this camera go?
I don't know, man. It's like 3 seconds behind where it's supposed to be. I'm confused. Oh, he went static field damage on Zeus instead of move speed. Interesting.
I guess for the just tankiness of these heroes.
Yeah, some tanky boys. Good against illusions. Really good against illusions. So it's like this quad damage. Hey, a tower died. Top tower being pressured. See if they go to slow this down. I mean, they're going to try with Living Armor Glyph is a great way to stop that temporarily.
I think ferzee is... I don't even think they should try and go for those sort of high ground pushes. Like, it's just so hard. I think you're giving so much space to the Phantom Lancer because of that.
I suppose.
In a situation where you're not actually going to accomplish anything. Like, I highly doubt you're going to take that tier 3, and if you don't take that tier 3, then Living Armor is just going to heal it up to full.
Do you think it's just like they expected their opponents to engage in a fight, maybe, so they thought they should be together or something? Or maybe they
thought they were going to force the Phantom Lancer back by going and threatening high ground, but
he didn't go. Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'll play this game of chicken.
I mean, they've got Bat Rider Tree, right? So it's scary going high ground. They can't do it for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Unless they do that.
And I think, they just have to play for the right kind of pickoff before they go high ground and just make sure they control the map and out-farm NaVi by like a lot. Because the Luna's still going to look really good even as you get some of these later items on PL if the Luna's just ahead by 5, 10k net worth.
So Luna, she does not have BKB yet.
She does have Aegis, though.
She's got to wait for Manta until the defusal. Yeah, there. Nice. So if she does that too early, she'd get defusal afterwards and definitely would die.
Yeah.
Just had to play it safe. No stuns there, except for Lucian. Okay. Kind of costly HP-wise, but it's fine.
Yeah, honestly, I would have been down for him to turn and fight.
Really?
Just to try and, like, I'm going to lose my Aegis here, but we're going to guarantee a fight, basically, outside of the base. But there's more conservative play, keeps the Aegis, but you can use that Aegis to then try and push the rest of these towers.
What a
nice
replay. Don't you think it's very likely, though, that she just turns, fights, dies, and they just eject while she's respawning? I feel like the team couldn't get there to back her up.
Could be.
First guy there was Necro. Necro didn't have his ulti. He's not bad, you know? So I'm just less confident, I suppose. Necro with the Perseverance, queuing up. Yep, still going Yules on the Lina. She's only got 900 HP. Pretty standard for support Lina. Definitely one of the big worries. He grabbed the support for the magic resistance. I actually do like getting these sometimes. Like I talked about earlier when I was talking about mechanics, the more sources of magic resistance you stack, it multiplies together and is more beneficial every time. So if you, I don't know if you've ever gotten like the +4 Holy Persuasion on Chen and grabbed like 6 or 7 magic resistance creeps, your creeps are actually invulnerable to magic damage. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. So I don't necessarily think it was a misclick. It probably was in this case, but maybe not.
King R slowed down. Chu is able to bonk him on there on the head. Nice LSA onto 2. That's actually already killing the Chen. Apo is well set up to try and go for the Reaper Scythe here, but already so much of his mana is burned away. He doesn't have enough for the Reaper Scythe, so he can't get the kill on the Phantom Lancer. At least he can't get the Reaper Scythe. Added Death Timer. They kill him, run him over with the Eclipse, and now well in position. Just head down top lane.
Okay. Tree's queuing up a blink. Almost a butterfly. It just doesn't even care about BKB. It's just ready to min-max right now, which kind of makes sense. If you get a BKB, it doesn't really help you against PL anyways. It just stops the mana burn temporarily. If you have a butterfly, you're dodging 35% anyways, and you hit so much harder that you should clear the illusions. I think this is a smart way to deal with it. So it's ready. Butterfly's done. He's so farmed. This is very
Added
smart.
value, breaking apart that Mask Madness.
Mm-hmm.
Level 18 as well, so now we've got the big upgrade in Eclipse.
He's queuing up BKB finally. It's perfect timing. It's like Satanic is not going to make that big of a difference as his next item outside of the HP. Once he gets BKB, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
Except for
And
the
I
last
like the fact that they didn't go for the high ground push. I think they're going to wait for the BKB, right? Because that'll be, like, you will be near unstoppable on the Luna at that
He's
point.
very close right now.
Because the Phantom Lancer won't have the HP. He just won't have heart by the time you have BKB. So, and he doesn't have the damage to threaten you because of the butterflies, so...
Yep. He's forced to get this hood because of all the magic damage. Maybe it wasn't... I mean, Necro's scary, I guess, but...
Did they go double pipe on their team? I think they might
on
have.
Radiant? I know the Necro had a hood.
Yeah, and he
I don't
had
think he's
pipe queued up
5
at
minutes
one
ago.
point, but... I know he was building Lotus Orbs, so maybe he abandoned pipe for Lotus Orb. Because that would obviously be really good. Because that's the only way you can lose a fight, I think, is if you pull Luna so far deep into the Dire base that you get into just like some really unwinnable fight situation.
Yeah. That's a good point. So you could like Lotus Orb at the right moment, maybe stop a lasso.
Yeah.
We'll see. Zeus with a Veil Aether Lens Blink. Gonna help make up for his lack of movement speed a little bit. Good catch.
Nice duels. Doppelganger.
Almost.
Dodges the stun, turns around, goes for the fight onto the Luna here, baiting out the illusion. Will be able to kill King R as a result. Now they know that they were after the wrong one, but Maposhka may die as well, but there's so many bouncing glaives. He gets over to Maposhka, but still dies.
Ooh. Man, that's like that terrifying moment as a support.
Oh, the Ravage! Nailed 3 of them there. Will be able to catch Snake on the side. Afo dropped dangerously low. Does manage to heal up a good amount, though. Magical came super close to bursting down. Instead, all he got was that Ogre kill from earlier.
Definitely uncommon to see 2 fights like that in the same place. Or in different places at the same time, but
yeah.
Luna's damage was incredible there. When she finally started hitting the PL, it was just everything died. It's a tough moment as Alina. Like, do you commit the ulti? It's just like you literally can't tell between the two.
Yeah.
It's like you have a 50-50 of wasting. He wasn't even confident that he wanted to throw it when he started getting blown up. It's like at that point when they all start spawning on top of each other, the collision size is so small you can't even remember which one's the real one. You know, it's like just instantly dead. It was a good try to catch, but it's just so hard to stun after the Yules. It is possible. It's like a 0.1 second to cast Doppelganger now or something. It's not instant, so. But shredded, man.
So I'll have Greaves, Pipe, Lotus Orb, and BKB for the Luna to fall back on. So they will have so many items behind the Luna to make sure that she's even stronger when she goes for that high ground push.
And Bloodlust. Yeah, BKB's done. It's been like 3 minutes. How does this guy do this? This is actually insane how fast he's farming. He's actually going to be 6 slotted at like 35 minutes.
He is, 5 minutes ago, sitting at 679 gold per minute. And I almost think he increases that.
He's gotten 4.4k net worth in 5 minutes. That's like 900 GPM in the last 5 minutes or something.
Yeah.
My math is correct.
And now it's going to be Roshan as well.
Hope you guys saw that code in time. I did. It's in my brain. I'm going to go unlock it and get a benefit from.
Yes, you can get Secret Shot items as well as win a Gaming Predator Series laptop.
Look, Cap, do they have artifact beta keys? That's all I care about. Actually, the Predator laptops are actually pretty sick. That would be a nice win.
He's going to go back for Hurricane Pipe. Ooh. Mule Scepter on the attempted lasso of Afo, so not only does he not go anywhere with that lasso target, he is now dead for 60 seconds. Is that high ground time? After all, they've got Aegis, Cheese, a billion items on Luna. She's got 20k net worth. That is 8,000 ahead of the Phantom Lancer.
What's that smoke about? Confused.
Apparently they want more pickoffs before they go for the high ground. They're trying some sneaky maneuver here.
But they didn't show on the mid creep wave. Maybe they're using it to like find an invis hero, thinking like, oh, if we find the tree, pop smoke or pop dust, dead hero. You know?
Could be. Yeah.
One of those like easy way to find him.
They probably also, like, it's a natural reaction as well. When somebody like Batrider gets picked off, you go, we have to split push, because they're going to go high ground.
Yeah, that's true.
So they think, like, oh, we're going to catch somebody on, like, the side of the trees, and they're close. Oh, the jump in Ravage. They managed to catch Magical as well as Chew on the side. They don't see Chew, but it doesn't matter. They've killed Magical, the big damage dealer, but he buys back now with the Overgrowth. Atho's a little bit far forward. They give him the Lotus Orb, trying to get him back to safety here behind this Tier 3 tower while giving up Miposhka as well as potentially King Ars. He's slowed down by another Bolt, Yule Scepter, and that will be his life as well. Turns around, tries to go for Sineko. But 2 supports dead. Forced the buyback on Zeus.
Just not enough HP on Luna. That's the problem there.
Yeah.
Like, Veiled, Bolt, Arc, he was down to half HP. It was just like a little bit of nuke. He's only got 1,600 HP. He's like the best damage carrier right now, but he just doesn't have the Satanic yet. Once he gets that, it's going to be way better. He's going to have an option. Like, he could have committed to that fight. When the Ravage came, he was already so low that he didn't want to BKB. He wanted to run and use spells, but it's like if he has Satanic there, he goes and he doesn't stop. He heals too much.
Yeah. Those moments are always awkward because it's like, I don't want to pop BKB when I'm low and go fight.
Yeah.
But if I also go fight and just die, like, then my damage is also nullified, you know?
And if I don't go in, then my team probably has a bad fight, which is basically what happened. But I think considering his position is net worth, he's making the right play. Just play very conservative. Why did he went Hurricane before Satanic? Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. So he can get somebody out of danger with Force, but I don't know, man. That's kind of weird.
Allows him to sit a little bit farther away from the tower as well.
I guess.
How much of a difference that makes.
Spent like 2,000 gold to... Could have been like closer to his Reaver. I don't know. It's not like Satanic is that far. It's kind of expensive, I guess. It's like 4K, but... Maybe it's not as much of a solution as I'm talking about. And it will make him farm faster because he can do like high ground to low ground 4 staffs or vice versa and stuff like that.
I do think they should try and go high ground again once Ravage is up. Because, like, if they catch Zeus again, then I think the game's over.
Did he bought back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Greaves are up.
And I'm sure Ravage is about to come up, too. Feels like it hasn't been. It has been a pretty long time.
Got all this night vision advantage, too. So you can always see the enemy first.
High ground attempt. Round 3. Tier 3, dropping fast. NaVi really want to keep this alive if they can push back ferzee somehow. Okay, they barely just dies to bouncing glaives. Okay, sure.
As long as the tower's alive, I guess.
All right, well now with the Tier 3 down and the bouncing glaives hitting into the actual base, it is near impossible to then take a fight with the Ravage already down. They've caught Magical on the side. Batrider's already dead. Reaper Scythe onto the Zeus. He's dead for 150 seconds, and Crystallized got to get out of this Eclipse. Fortunately, he does with the help of his Manta. Resets, has to go back to the fountain. This will give ferzee free time to be able to finish off this mid laner Rex and go for 2. And then blink forward. They've almost caught Blizzy, slowed him down with the Gush as well. Turns around, goes Lasso. He's already dead, and I believe that is going to be gained here as Chew. Yeah. Can't stop him all by himself. ferzee.
GG? I didn't see a lot of GGs there.
I did not see any GGs.
This team's good, man.
Yeah.
They're very good. Maybe NaVi is not the same caliber or something, but man, ferzee's really solid. Really cool pick ideas. Their dual lanes are well thought out and effective in a way that makes them better. It's fun to watch them play. Good
to be honest, I thought we were going to see 2 of these game 3s. Just like total shutouts. Because that for me is what I thought ferzee was like that level of... I thought they were much better than NaVi. Because NaVi is just kind of like, lately. I don't know. They just don't look good enough.
Well, impressive play there by ferzee for sure. I definitely agree that, especially after how far they're up they were game 2. I genuinely thought that they were just going to be able to close it out really quick. But they made us wait a very long time. But we got to see the monkey, Gorilla Man digging, and water bucketing, and then wasting water. I don't know. It was a good time. And that's not it for the day. We have another set coming, I believe.
We have one more series.
I can't tell you when.
And can you tell us who, though, Kevin?
No.
Damn it, Kevin. That is so unprofessional of you.
When I got here,
not to know the teams, which is going to be Elements Pro Gaming versus Odium because I'm a professional, Kevin, and I always make sure I'm well prepared and not late for broadcasts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only reason I didn't have time to research, because I was the camera control. I couldn't alt-tab while talking during draft.
True.
To get extra research. It's a mandatory thing.
Or it could be Final Try versus Empire, depending on the other qualifiers that are happening right now, which is ESL. So we are going to be going to a break here pretty soon. Hold on, let me roll on over here to production. And
do you even know how to do this?
I'll figure it out. There's a lot of buttons. I mean, I know this one is us. Hey,
oh,
production guy Cap here, and we're gonna be going.